What is it that makes a woman walk down the street and have every head turn? Is it youthful energy, or is it the confidence, grace, and sophistication that only come with time? Ralph Lauren answered that question in his newest collection shown in Milan, where Parisian elegance meets Milanese sharpness, where effortless French chic blends with Italian power and precision. And here's the best part. This spirit isn't just for the runway. It's something you can bring right into your own everyday life. In this video, I'm not only walking you through the standout pieces from the collection. I'm showing you how you as a confident, modern woman, can take the Ralph Lauren approach and weave it into your own wardrobe. So that every time you step out the door, you're not just dressed well, you're making a statement about elegance, confidence, and the woman you've become. Alright ladies, let's dive into part 1, the design mindset and philosophy behind what Ralph Lauren calls his Parisian twist. Ralph Lauren has always been known for his classic American style, clean, timeless, elegant, and approachable. But in fall/winter 2025-26, he takes it a step further. He brings the romance of Paris to the sharp sophistication of Milan, creating a dialogue between two of the world's most iconic fashion capitals. Parisian chic is all about effortless grace and femininity, while Milan represents modern sharpness and confidence. Together, they form a style that isn't loud or flashy, it's luxurious in a quiet, powerful way. Now tell me, have you ever asked yourself this question, at 50 or 60, should I be chasing every new trend, or should I stay safe with what's already in my closet? Ralph Lauren answers it beautifully. Fashion isn't about clinging to youth. It's about celebrating the elegance of maturity. I remember the first time I wore a tailored American blazer with a soft Parisian silk scarf. People didn't tell me I looked younger. They said I looked more sophisticated, more confident, more magnetic. And honestly, isn't that the real compliment we want at this stage of life? If you compare him to Chanel or Dior, the difference is striking. Chanel has its iconic tweed suits and polished Parisian women. Dior focuses on feminine silhouettes with classic tailoring. Ralph Lauren? He's not trying to make a woman the loudest person in the room. He's making her the one everyone notices without even realizing why. That's what understated luxury is. It doesn't scream for attention, but it owns the room. And the numbers back this up. A 2023 McKinsey report on luxury fashion showed that more than 60% of women over 45 aren't chasing flashy pieces. They want clothes that reflect confidence, refinement, and lived experience. Ralph Lauren clearly understands that. We don't need sequins or sparkle to shine. Sometimes, all it takes is a perfectly cut camel coat, or a blazer that fits like it was made for you. Let me ask you something. What's that one piece in your closet that makes you feel instantly elevated, without a single embellishment? For me, it's a navy trench coat I've had for over a decade. Every time I slip it on, it feels like I'm putting on the wisdom, resilience, and elegance that life has given me. That's Ralph Lauren's message in this collection. We don't dress to rewind the clock. We dress to honor who we are today. And when you look at Parisian Twist, you'll see it's not just runway fashion. It's a love letter to women everywhere, reminding us to wear our age with pride, not apology. And with that foundation set, let's move into the next chapter. The colors and fabrics that Ralph Lauren chose for this season. They may seem subtle, but trust me, they're the secret weapons that bring this entire vision to life. In part 2, let's talk about color and fabric, because honestly, those are the soul of any outfit, especially once we reach our 40s, 50s, and 60s. Ralph Lauren leaned into deep, saturated shades like burgundy, navy, camel, and charcoal, with accents of jewel tones and just a touch of metallics. These aren't random picks, they're colors that not only work beautifully in fall and winter, but also have the power to brighten mature skin, add depth, and deliver that kind of effortless elegance we all crave. Have you ever noticed that when you wear something too neon or overly bright, it feels like the color is wearing you instead of you wearing it? Pantone did a study in 2022 showing that over 70% of women over 45 felt more confident in rich neutrals, because they create balance and refinement. Jewel tones like emerald or sapphire, on the other hand, tend to lift the face and bring radiance, especially around the neckline. Personally, I'll never forget a work meeting where I wore a burgundy sweater with a silk emerald scarf. Same makeup, same hairstyle, but people kept telling me how fresh I looked. It was the color doing all the work. Now let's talk fabrics, because Ralph Lauren chose them with intention. Cashmere, wool, silk, and velvet. Each one adds its own character. Cashmere is light yet warm, wrapping you without bulk. Wool keeps its structure and is perfect for layering. Silk catches the light in a way that instantly makes your skin glow. And velvet? Velvet is having a comeback. It reflects light in the most luxurious way, turning even a simple silhouette into something striking. Do you like layering? I know a lot of us worry that too many layers will make us look bulky, but the right fabrics change everything. Imagine a 55-year-old woman in a soft camel coat, tailored navy trousers, and a silk blouse underneath. That look isn't just youthful, it radiates power, confidence, and grace. I tried almost this exact combination for a holiday party last year, and the feedback was immediate. No sequins, no sparkle, no fuss, but everyone kept saying, "You look so elegant." According to a 2023 Vogue business survey, women between 50 and 65 are far more likely to invest in quality fabrics than trendy cuts. They'd rather buy one great cashmere sweater or a velvet coat than 5 fast fashion pieces that won't last. And honestly, that's exactly what Ralph Lauren is tapping into. He knows we want clothes that feel timeless, not disposable. So let me ask you, if you could invest in just one fabric this season, which would it be? For me, it's cashmere. Every time I put it on, it feels like warmth, comfort, and sophistication all at once. And that brings us naturally to the next part of Ralph Lauren's story, the silhouettes and the art of layering, the design choices that pull all of these colors and fabrics together into looks that feel polished, powerful, and completely modern. When we talk about silhouette and layering, we're really talking about the art of refinement. Ralph Lauren doesn't rely on gimmicks or extreme cuts. Instead, he focuses on timeless shapes, the trench coat, the cape, the oversized coat, the tailored suit, and the classic midi skirt. These are pieces any woman in her 40s, 50s, or 60s can wear with confidence, because they shape the body while also projecting strength and elegance. Have you noticed how just changing the cut of a coat can completely transform the way you carry yourself? A belted trench instantly straightens your posture and gives you a graceful waistline. A cape draped lightly over the shoulders makes you feel like you've stepped straight out of a Parisian soiree. And with an oversized coat, it's all about balance. Keep the inner layers slim and structured so you look powerful, not swallowed up. One of Ralph Lauren's layering rules is the 3-3-1 formula. 3 layers, 3 colors, and 1 statement accent. Picture this: a charcoal cashmere sweater as your base, a camel blazer as your middle layer, and a navy trench as your outer coat. That's 3 layers, 3 tones, and then you add a jewel-toned silk scarf or a delicate brooch as your single focal point. The result is depth, harmony, and polish without ever feeling overdone. I had a client in her 60s who once told me layering always made her look bulky and older. For a gala, I encouraged her to try the Ralph Lauren approach: a soft midi skirt, a cream cashmere sweater, a charcoal blazer, and a slim belt as her accent. The transformation was stunning. She didn't just look elegant, she owned the room. Nobody was thinking about her age, they were drawn to her presence. A Harper's Bazaar survey in 2023 found that over 55% of women above 50 said proper layering makes them feel more confident at formal events. That number says it all. Layering isn't about hiding. It's about showcasing your style IQ and elevating your look with intention. So let me ask you, when was the last time you tried layering? Did it make you feel polished and confident, or did it feel like too much fabric at once? Personally, my most memorable layering moment was pairing a slim navy suit with a camel trench coat and just a touch of silk at the neckline. No flashy accessories, no sparkle, but the compliments kept coming all night. It reminded me that true sophistication often lies in subtle layering, not loud details. And once you've mastered silhouette and layering, the natural next step is accessories and finishing touches. The little elements that can take a look from simply beautiful to absolutely unforgettable. When we talk about accessories and details, we're really talking about the finishing touches that can completely transform an outfit. Ralph Lauren shows us that something as simple as a beret, a structured handbag, a slim belt, a silk scarf, or the right pair of boots can turn clothes into a true fashion story. Have you noticed how sometimes it's not the coat or the dress that makes the look, but the little detail that ties everything together? A slim belt, for example, can completely redefine your silhouette. It pulls the waist in, elongates your posture, and gives you that extra air of confidence when you walk. I still remember going to a friend's birthday dinner at 58, wearing a simple midi dress. Nothing flashy, but I added a thin black leather belt, and suddenly everyone kept asking what had changed. You look taller, leaner, more polished. It was just one small accessory doing all the work. A 2023 survey by Business of Fashion found that more than 65% of women over 50 believe accessories are the single most important factor in making their style feel complete. And it's true. A silk scarf draped over your shoulders can take you from office ready to evening ready in seconds. A pair of knee-high boots can elevate a midi skirt from nice to absolutely unforgettable. So let me ask you, what's that one accessory in your closet that always makes you feel like the best version of yourself? For me, it's a camel-colored structured handbag. The moment I pick it up, I feel more put together, more professional, and like I'm walking into a room with presence. Accessories are how we tell our personal story without saying a word. Ralph Lauren uses them masterfully to remind us that fashion doesn't always come from the biggest pieces. Sometimes it's in the brooch you pin to your lapel, the earrings that catch the light, or the way you knot a scarf. And once you understand how the right accessories can shift an entire look, the next step is learning how to bring all of these elements, color, fabric, silhouette, and detail, into your everyday life. Because fashion isn't just for the runway. It's meant to be lived in, every single day. The beauty of Ralph Lauren is that his collections don't just live on the runway, they translate beautifully into real life. The question is, how do we take that level of polish and bring it down to our everyday street style? The answer is simple. It's not about copying a runway look head to toe, it's about pulling key details, adjusting them to your lifestyle, and making them work for you. One of the smartest ways to do this is through a capsule wardrobe. And a Ralph Lauren-inspired capsule is all about quality staples. A camel trench coat, a navy blazer, tailored charcoal trousers, a fluid midi skirt, and a handful of cashmere sweaters. Mix and match these pieces, and you instantly have 20 to 30 different outfits without ever feeling like you're repeating yourself. According to a 2023 Deloitte report, women over 50 who adopted capsule wardrobes cut their clothing spend by 40% while doubling their satisfaction with their personal style. That's proof that less can really be more. I'll give you a personal example. One Friday morning, I wore a navy suit to the office. After work, I swapped out the heels for polished loafers, added an emerald silk scarf, and suddenly I was perfectly dressed for coffee with friends. That same evening, I slipped into a pair of black-heeled boots, added statement earrings, and without changing the core outfit, I was ready for a dinner party. One look, 3 occasions, all it took was a shift in accessories. Have you ever tried doing that with your own outfits? Here's the real secret. After 40, 50, or 60, you don't need to chase every trend to look stylish. What you need is the right detail, a slim belt to define the waist, a pair of structured boots, or a camel-colored handbag that pulls everything together. Those little touches are what turn something simple into something memorable. So let me ask you, do you have a piece in your closet that's versatile enough to take you from the office, to a cafe, to an evening out with just a few swaps? And if you do, can you remember how confident you felt walking into each space, knowing you looked exactly right without overthinking it? That's the power of applying runway inspiration to everyday life. Fashion stops being intimidating and starts becoming a tool, a way to own your image, your confidence, and your presence, no matter where you are. Ralph Lauren doesn't just design clothes, he designs a way of life, a mindset of elegance, maturity, and cosmopolitan confidence. You don't need to chase being 20 again. What you need is to step fully into the most stylish, confident, and radiant version of yourself right now. So here's my challenge for you. This week, try adding at least one new layer or a single statement accessory to your everyday look. Then capture your own before and after and share it, because your story could inspire another woman to do the same. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. And remember, what we've covered today is only one important piece of the puzzle, but not the whole picture. If you're truly serious about looking confident, youthful, and absolutely beautiful, then the next video, "Stop wearing these fashion trends after 50, look 10 years younger instantly," is the one you cannot miss. It's the missing piece that will help you complete your style and step out as the most radiant version of yourself.